So these are some names of different elements. Where is the name of uranium coming from? It is named after planet Uranus. Where is the name of titanium coming from? It's named after Titans, mythology of Titans. Where is the name of chlorine coming from? Because in Greek, chlorus means green and chlorine gas is green gas. Where is the name of iodine coming from? Where iodine is a purple violet solid at room temperature. And violet in Greek is iodus. How about magnesium? It's named after magnesia. How about californium? It was made in Lawrence Berkeley lab in California. So it's named after the state of California. Californium. And curium is named after Marie and Pierre Curie. In fact, Marie Curie is the only scientist who won 2 Nobel Prizes, one in physics, one in chemistry. I'm not saying the only woman, only scientist between men and women who won 2 Nobel Prizes. I think it was in 1943. So curium is named after Marie Curie and her husband. Her husband also was a scientist. I think he won a Nobel, just 1 Nobel Prize. So examples of element, copper, Cu, gold, named after aurum, the Latin name for gold. So Au. Iron, the symbol is Fe, because ferrum in Latin means iron. And silver named after argentum. It's either Greek name or Latin, I'm not sure, but Ag argentum. So the symbols and name of elements have different sources. They are named after people, after planet, after scientists, after location they were made, and so on. So go, guys, let's see if you can answer this question. Stop the video, think about it, check the video, and see if you got it right. Does this answer make sense to you? If these don't make sense to you, you know how many hours of office hour I have. I have lab time, office hours. Please come there and ask questions. I'll be glad to talk to you. So, are we made out of elements? You bet. We are made out of cells. Cells are made of compounds. Compounds are made of elements. Did you know the largest element in our body is oxygen? Where is oxygen coming from? Is it coming from trees and plants? Do we owe plants and trees for giving us the oxygen to be made of and to breathe oxygen to be alive? So I think I am about 60 kilograms. So 11 kilograms of carbon, that's the next abundant element in our body. Hydrogen, 6 kilograms. Nitrogen, just 2 kilograms. Calcium, 1 kilograms in our bones. And the rest of them are very small amount, but really necessary. Interesting enough, guys. When we look at stars, we see a large amount, huge amount, above 90% of hydrogen. That's the first element made from energy. And then hydrogen inside stars undergo fusion. converted to helium and fusion continues. Other elements are synthesized in stars. And these synthesized elements made us. I mean, these elements which started from hydrogen made us. And now we are able to make new elements. Isn't it amazing? All right. So go ahead. What do you think about these questions? Stop the video and double check. See if you got the right answer after thinking about them. Did you get the right answer? How about these? Can you get them? Yes or no? I think you can get these. Very simple questions. We're reviewing what you learned in Chem 2A or high school chemistry. All right. Of course, in order to understand chemical properties of different elements, we are placing them inside a periodic table. Can you guess what this gas is? A gas which is green? Chlorine, yes. How about this one, the violet one? You remember? Iodine, yes. And the red one is bromine. They have similar properties. They are oxidizing agent. When you are using bleach for disinfection, chlorine is oxidizing the cell wall of the bacteria and killing them. All of these, we are using bromine actually when you are using the hot tub. We are using iodine for disinfection. You dissolve iodine in alcohol and makes excellent solution. If you do surgery in hospital, they use iodine dissolved in alcohol. I think it's called Dettol or maybe other commercial name. So this is periodic table. Why chlorine, bromine, iodine are in the same column? Because they behave alike. You're like sister and brothers. Why do we place helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon? Because they're all noble gases. What is their novelty? They're very stable. They're very happy. They don't want to react. Why do we have lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium in one column, column 1A? They're very reactive metals, and they all have one electron in the outer shell. So in periodic table, we have periods, and we have groups, and some columns have certain names. Alkali metal, very reactive metals. Although hydrogen is not a metal, but hydrogen, like other metals in this column, they have one electron in the outer shell. We didn't have a place for hydrogen, which is a non-metal with one electron in the outer shell. So hydrogen is also a member of this group. And this group is called alkali metal because the oxide of these metals is going to be alkaline, basic. And halogens, because if you react these with alkali metal, you make salt. So they are salt forming halogens. You know, reaction of chlorine and sodium make table salt. So all of these can react with group 1A metal or group 2A. They will make a salt. They are not all making table salt, but they make a salt. That means they are made out of metals and nonmetals, compounds made out of metals and nonmetals. And noble gases, very stable. They don't want to react. What's their novelty? Everybody in this society is looking up to them. They want to be one. They want to have the same number of electrons in the outer shell for these elements because they are happy. They are the best member of this society, the highest stability. So this is about periodic table. Stop the video, think about them and answer them and double check. Do these make sense? I hope they do. If they don't, come and see me on my office hours, please.